Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Jonathan Frakes.
Do you have a sweet tooth? Do you walk by displays like this and begin to fantasize about the delights offered within? Cakes are more than just a delicious way to end a meal. They become a symbol for celebration, family, and friendship.
So with that, who's up for some cake?
Can I have some cake?
You can have some sausage.
No, when I say cake, I mean cake. And so do they. 15 ain't easy, unless you're watching me. Welcome! This is a special edition of the Thrift Store Rundown, bringing Hollywood home on a budget for a real special pal in my life. Today, November 22nd, is the 26th birthday of the Romero Roundup. You know, the companion segment that has tied into over 150 of my reviews. That would be David Romero. Since we all know that no birthday is complete without cake, yet I have no baking skills, I figured I would meet in the middle when it came to his birthday present. That's why I'm bringing him and you America's Test Kitchen's The Perfect Cake Baking Book, your ultimate guide to classic, modern, and whimsical cakes. By the way, David, I'm bringing you the review, not the cookbook. You want a copy? Go get your own. I know where you can find a good copy. Red, white, and blue thrift store, like I did. And by the look of the draw, you could probably score this for 50% off $4.99, like I did. We have classic, modern, and whimsical cakes up the wazoo, divided into 10 categories. At least 10 according to the book's layout and organization. 1. Classic layer cakes. 2. Cupcakes, cake pops, mug cakes, and more. 3. Cloud-pleasing seat cakes. 4. Sky-high, 5. Elegant cakes and torts. 6. Great American cakes. 7. Holiday. 8. Snack cakes and rustic fruit cakes. 9. Pound cakes, bundt cakes, and tube cakes. I know it's kind of confusing, but just pay attention to the organization and how all these cakes are laid out. And 10. Cheesecakes, icebox cakes, and ice cream cakes. 10 food chapters in all. The aim of this review is to bring you sort of a historical evolution in cakes, if you will, from the simple to the sublime. Really, almost all cakes are sublime by design. There is beauty to be found in simplicity in most cases. Then again, any or all of these cakes would make anyone sit up and take notice, especially if your waistline. This retails for $35 in the US and $40 in Canada, and promises a world of sweetness. 10 cases in point. This fluffy yellow layer cake. When we think of birthday cake, this is the first that comes to mind, covered with billowy chocolate frosting. All the frostings and fondants, etc. you'll find in a chapter all their own at the very end of this, along with conversions, equivalents, and at the beginning, you'll find a guide to decorating, frosting, baking, the right equipment you'll need for the job, and certain ingredients that they recommend, certain brands. All the requisite details when it comes to an ATK cookbook of any kind, sweet and safely. And of course, here's our insurance claim, why this recipe works. Their insurance claim, I should say. Ensuring that these recipes will work the first time every time, which is critical for new bakers and expert bakers, especially when we're diving into cakes. This, by the way, serves 10 to 12. Here we have ultimate chocolate cupcakes with ganache filling. This will make a dozen cupcakes. We also have a simple carrot seed cake, and that will serve 12 to 15, so as you can tell, a good bulk of these cakes do serve a crowd. But hey, cakes were meant for crowds in the first place. Here's a lemon layer cake. That'll serve 10 to 12. We have here photographic step-by-step instructions for making the batter, and in some applications for assembling the individually baked layers of some show-stopping cakes. This is the lemon layer cake on the left. This is the cake that Christopher Kimball, former Bow-Tie Chief and host of ATK on PBS, awarded the rarest of all fabulouses, a double fabulous. And he has just not enough fabulouses. A little more than enough. But hey, if you're Chris Kimball and you got a sweet tooth, can you blame him? Oh, on the right is a mocha ice box cake, but that's not for this video. What is for this video is the show-stopping cake, if you want to call it that Chris near fell in love with on ATK Season 14. Chocolate Espresso de Croix.
The world's most fabulous dessert.
It's possible there is no more stunning finale to a meal than a de Croix. A multi-layered showpiece of crisp meringue and rich, silky buttercream coated in a glossy ganache. They say it's a project to rival all projects, but when you're done, as Chris says, you will assemble the world's most fabulous dessert for any special occasion. I'm just waiting for the episode where he says that in that dialect, like fabulous, because he might just turn it to a Saturday Night Live skit. But again, can you blame him? This is a Boston cream pie. That again serves 10 to 12. This is so highlighted because, well, ATK, as you know, has Boston roots. Sorry I hit the tripod. So naturally I had to highlight one for the home team, Boston cream pie, an American original. This is a 60-minute birthday cake, and I gotta say I'm exclusively dedicating this one to David. You're kind of time compressed, don't have all day to bake a birthday cake? You might want to whip this up. It's proof that we love making special occasion cakes for our loved ones. But we know we're not alone in sometimes needing to leave this consideration to the last minute, like I'm kind of doing in terms of filming this review. Anyway, this is Blueberry Boy Bait, which serves 12. So highlighted because of the name and the story. It got its name because the girl who created it for the Pillsbury Bake Off said that teenage boys found it irresistible. Really? Bridget Lancaster said it best, albeit for a different cake.
If you can bake a cake, you can land a man, I'm telling you.
I guess so.
Sister, preach it to the mountain king. That line, by the way, was for coconut layer cake, which did get a special mention, but I decided not to highlight it. I wanted to highlight this chocolate sour cream bun cake, which serves 12 people. I'm inspired to highlight this because of a version I saw on the Food Wishes YouTube channel, How Do You Do, Chef John? And it's one of those recipes that really defies deliciousness. And for him, I'll describe that for you. Defying delicious means you use the word in a companion blog post or social media post about said recipe, but you don't say it in the video itself. Oh, I know. I pay attention to details, and that is one of my great pet peeves. I hate that. But what are you gonna do? That's defying delicious if you want to get technical like I am. But it is delicious and definitely gorgeous. And that's a word I don't use lightly. Gorgeous. Oh, but talk about gorgeous. ATK says this is magnificent and irresistible. It's a s'mores ice cream cake which serves 8 to 10, combining the best campfire treat around with a delicious way to end a meal. Is this a Father's Day treat or what? Is this a birthday treat or what? Is this an anytime special occasion treat or what? Simply exquisite. I really don't need to do a book flip here, but if you insist, ATK's done it for me.
You are a sweetie pie, yes you are. You are a sweetie and you will go far. You are a sweetie pie with love baked in. You are a sweetie with a big wide grin. You are a little sweetie pie. You are the apple of my...
But if you really insist, and I mean really, really insist, so be it, because they offer cupcakes, they offer torts, they offer simple and sophisticated recipes for every ginormous sweet tooth, even pound cake and cheesecake. Shall I go on? The definitive guide to cakes for every occasion, and let's just say they near nailed it on the head. All in all, absolutely 5 out of 5 claps. Pies have their plates, tarts have their place. But you know what? Few curtain calls to any good meal are as deliciously magnificent as the perfect cake. And when you got America's Test Kitchen serving it up by the slice, well, let's just say you'll be landing a lot more than just men. David, happy birthday. It's a pleasure to be in your company. Just don't go eating any cake off the floor.
Hey, look, there's a piece of dish on the floor. Stick to your side.
Anyway, thank you for watching here. As always, DR91 speaking. Subscribe, like, comment, and rate. Goodbye.
Thanks for tuning in. Just so you know, there's no limit to bringing Hollywood home on a budget. Please go ahead and check out another awesome review like this one by clicking here, and make sure you subscribe by clicking here. Until next time, I'll catch you, as I always do, on the flip side.